Hi, this is Kim Yarrington, and I'm the Education Advisor at the Georgia Real Estate Commission. You may know that recently we've had a rule change regarding broker continuing education. I also understand there's some confusion, misunderstandings, and some questions that I might be able to answer and clarify for you today. First, I want you to know what the rule change is all about. The rule change has to do with the Rule 520-1-.05 and 520-2-.04. And if you'd like to look it up, you can find the information on our website under Information and Research. Click on License Law, and you'll see these numbers pop up underneath. You can click on them and then go straight to the rule, and you can read the verbiage for yourself. The rule says that now 18 of the 36 hours that you're already required to take, if you hold a broker's license, 18 of those hours must be broker-specific continuing education. Who does this affect? It affects anyone who holds a broker's license in the state of Georgia. So it doesn't matter if you're an associate broker or a qualifying broker, you are required to abide by this new rule change. When does this rule change take effect? It takes effect on July 1st of this year, 2025. So what does that mean for you in renewals? If you renew after July 1st, 2025, you must meet the new requirements of the rule. If you renew before July the 1st, 2025, you do not have to abide by the new rule change. By that same token, our rules do allow for licensees to renew up to 120 days prior to their actual renewal date. This means that if you renew July 31st, August 31st, or September 30th, you may renew early, which would mean prior to July 1st, meaning that you would avoid having to abide by the rule change for this renewal. Going forward, you would have to abide by the rule change, but it wouldn't take effect until your next renewal. If you renew October 31st or after, you do not have 120 days in which to renew early. So you will miss that July 1st early cutoff, and you will be required to take the 18 hours of broker-specific CE. There are also a few things to note. That broker CE is not retroactive, meaning if you've already taken courses and you think that they may qualify as broker CE, it doesn't apply to those classes. I cannot go back and give you broker continuing education credit for courses that were already in existence and not coded as broker CE at the time you took the course. So only those courses that are now being coded for broker CE going forward, those are the courses that can count towards your broker continuing education requirement. There are no exceptions to the rule. Even if you only miss the cutoff for renewing early by one day, I cannot make any exception to the rule. So please understand that if you miss that cutoff date, you miss the cutoff date and you must take the 18 hours. If you are a grandfathered licensee and you were licensed prior to 1980, which likely means you only have a 5-digit license number, you are still grandfathered and you are not required to take the 18 hours. Reciprocal licensees also are not affected. So if you are a reciprocal licensee and you live out of state, you are not required to take the 18 hours of broker continuing education. Just as a reminder, I do talk about topics like broker continuing ed and other topics that are very relevant and pertinent to your business on my Friday Zoom calls called GREC Connect every Friday morning at 9 a.m. on the website grecconnect.com. We host a 1-hour Zoom call. It's open to anyone, and typically I have a specific topic that I plan to cover, and it will be listed on our Facebook page, and you will get an email as well. If you'd like to join us, there's no requirement other than just clicking on grecconnect.com and joining in the call. Again, we begin at 9 o'clock and we're typically finished by 10 unless the conversation is getting pretty fun and we go over just a little bit. But you're welcome to jump in and hop off whenever it's convenient for you. In order to get in touch with me, I am more than happy to answer your questions, and you can reach me by emailing me at education@grec.state.ga.us. And you can also reach me on my extension at 404-656-3916, and my extension number is 426. That is my direct line here at the Commission. If you miss me and I do not answer, please leave a message or I will not know that you've called. I hope that this has answered some of your questions regarding the new rule change and broker continuing ed. If you should have further questions, join us on our Friday Zoom calls on grecconnect.com. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.